The government will imminently effect a new remuneration package that includes an increment in the United States dollar component for public sector workers to cushion them from the rising cost of living. The new pay offer, which will also include a Zimbabwe dollar salary bump, could be tabled during this week's National Joint Negotiating Council, NJNC, meeting that brings together the government and worker representatives. Public Service, Labor and Social Welfare Minister Professor Paul Mavima told the Sunday Mail that the new salary package could be effected within a day, once internal government consultations have been concluded. The government, he said, was looking at all possibilities of cushioning public workers as Treasury finalizes the new package. As has always been the case with the government, our workers are important to us, said Professor Mavima. As we speak, Treasury is working on the issue. We are looking at all possibilities, including affecting an increase of the US dollar, as well as a pay increase in local currency. The consultations I am talking about do not take a long time. Once we have our numbers from Treasury, we will immediately submit him to the President for his consideration and adjustment before the National Joint Negotiation Council convenes for negotiations. This process, he said, can be completed within a day. A pay rise is imminent. Public service workers need to be paid handsomely so that they do their job well. We, as government, have an obligation to meet the needs of our workers so that they will not engage in corruption and hustling. We expect workers to discharge
the Iraqi parliament voted on the proposed federal budget law for Iraq for fiscal years 2023, 2024, and 2025. The budget deficit is anticipated to be 64.36 trillion Iraqi dinars, $49.14 billion, a record high and more than quadruple the previous year's deficit. The Iraqi parliament approved a new article allocating 150 billion Iraqi dinars, $114.5 million, for the completion of Iraqi-Chinese projects.
However, what is on the ground is that both the US dollar component and the local component need adjustment. The government seems to be promising a good package that will be enough to cater for workers' needs, and they're also saying there is room for backdating the salaries. In March, government awarded its workers a 100% salary increment, reviewed their COVID-19 allowance from $200 to $250 United States dollars, except for health sector workers. Teachers were also awarded an additional $80 monthly teaching allowance, while government pensioners' cushioning and COVID-19 allowances were reviewed from $90 to $100 United States dollars.